Welcome back to another Raid Shadow Legends video with Blazing Corp. We're going to be continuing the Doom Tower series here with just trying new champions out here in content that we've already defeated and we know we can defeat, but just trying to see how it's going to play out. Here, because Scarab King is just a nightmare for most people in the Doom Tower, whether it's hard or normal. And you can't teach that! Here, so just running up the normal Doom Tower. Reason I'm doing normal here is just to get Reign the Conqueror, so we want to get to each stage and just crank that out. And obviously we have to run the Doom Tower to get that. And I do want to get all the free stuff that's, you get coming up, but also get the top end Void Shard, because I'm not really buying here, so it's important to me to make sure that we are getting everything we need to get. Alright, so here's how my team's doing, well, my clan is doing. They're doing pretty good. A lot of people, some of the people are moving up, some of the people need some help, so probably, what's floor 60 actually? What floor are we on here? Floor 60. The Nether Spider. Is that right? Is this floor 60? Yeah, no, it is the Nether Spider. Yeah, Nether Spider's another pain in the butt here as well. I'll make sure to drop that video in the chat there to make sure I get that, so that they have some help. All right, so we're going to be going through the Scarab King floor 100, and the main basis of this team, I just put together some people. So I want to have 3 shield champions here, someone to cleanse every time she takes her turn, regardless if she's provoked or not, and then someone to debuff and put the decreased speed on the boss. Because the less chances he has to hit us, the better off we're going to be. One reason not to bring Miscreated monster in is lots of weak hits, but also his shield just isn't that high during this particular battle, because it's based off the amount of damage he does rather than his HP here. So that's why I brought in AKOTH the SEARED, who yeah, basically is awesome here, especially if you build him out right. So we we got Magna Steel Girl, who we've recently buffed up. She's fully booked here, and I don't think she has all her masteries, but we definitely will build her. We'll build out AKOTH, and we'll see there. So the rest of the team is built out, full masteries, fully booked. Yeah, I think everyone's fully booked here. So we're just working on those two. And AKOTH the SEARED is not wearing 2 pieces of gear right now. So yeah, he's quite weak compared to how he will be when we get proper gear on him. So let's take a look at the champion and see what's going on. So we're going to start off under Priest Brogni. You guys, if you've been watching my videos, you know how under Priest Brogni is geared. He's in a stun set there. He has plenty of room to grow because we got a lot of 5-star gear on him here, but his stats are pretty good, as is 80,000 hit points. We have 1600 attack, 2500 defense, 210 speed, 31 crit rate, 108 crit damage, 213 resistance. That's super important for the Scarab King. Okay, plus he's going to be giving an extra. He's going to be given an extra 60 here to resistance, so you cannot go wrong.
Hey, that's pretty good.
Now, cool thing here is that, I was able to, with the Great Hall Masteries, buff this up a little bit more, so he is hitting his HP burn on his A1 a little bit more often. Might be a little bit too often now, because I might not be able to bring him into the Magma Dragon, which will be kind of nasty there on that end. All right, but as it is, really, really strong. If you didn't get him, that was a bad decision on your part. here because he is one of the best legendary champions for kind of everywhere. There, he's kind of the new champions they've been doing. A lot of the new champions have been very versatile. Even though their kits look a little wonky, they end up being very versatile in the long run. Alright, so who was next on this list here? Kind of forgetting who we're bringing in. We've got Doom Priest. So Doom Priest, she's not nearly geared the way she should be. If I was going to re-gear her, which I will at some point, I would put a massive amount of resistance on her. You know, get 300, 350 plus resistance, and all resistance gear. So actually, that might be one reason to do more of the Ice Golem, is to get a ton of really good resistance gear on her. And high defense, high resistance, high HP would be how I would build her. Still speed, but like a lot of the other stuff there. So here's how she's built. Let's take a look. Her skills are done, her masteries are done. Here I went down on offense and defense with a kicker for resistance. And let's take a look at her stats. So stats are 46,000 health points, 2,200 attack, 2,100 defense, 184 speed, 113 crit rate. We got 129 crit damage, 167 resistance, 87 accuracy. You don't need accuracy in her build, so even just the little accuracy that I have, not needed. So we got Magna Steel Girdle next. I really like her, but she's got lots of room for improvement, especially in the speed department, and she's really fast as it is right now here. So her total stats, 75,000 hit points, 1,700 attack, 2,000 defense, 244 speed, which is really important here because she is cycling her abilities along with having reflex gear, so she's constantly improving the cooldowns of her abilities. So 2,100 crit rate, 89 crit damage, 121 resistance. So we could definitely use a lot more resistance here, but having the extra 60 is going to take us over the 150 threshold, which is pretty nice. But she's also really fast, so it does help there as well. Now, yeah, I haven't really built out her mastery, so that kind of sucks here. But we have buffed her up to reduce all the cooldowns and to make sure that we have the maximum shields and maximum health. Now, this is good here. So even when she is being, as we get to more harm due to our harder content, even if she's being provoked, still has a 75, is that right? Yep, 75% chance of removing one random debuff from a random ally. That's huge here. Plus she hits pretty hard too, so that's never a bad thing because it's all based on HP here. And she's got a boatload of HP, as we've noted. Alright, so definitely get her in the reflex gear. It just makes sense for her because you're constantly reducing her cooldowns. Alright, so let's move on to the next one. So AKOTH SEARED. You can see here, broken set. Wish I could get just the stats that I got on this one. So like 3 times resistance. That's 54 resistance on one piece. That is insane. This is a ridiculous piece here. Plus HP, plus defense, plus accuracy. You literally got everything that you need all in one piece. And then 60% crit rate on a legendary. This is a perfect piece here. Now I wish I could have gotten that in a immortal, but beggars cannot be choosers. Alright, so yeah, when I get the gear, actually I'm going to put something with a lot of speed in the helmet here because he's really slow right now, and then something with a speed plus HP or defense. It's probably going to be HP, but we'll see how that goes. Alright, so right now, without a helmet and without a chest, we're at 34,000 hit points, 1500 attack, 3100 defense, 155 speed, so he's really slow, 108 crit rate, 134 crit damage, 179 resistance, and 230 accuracy here. So just buffing up the Great Hall is going to get him over 200, so that's going to be fantastic here. And then once we do some masteries, we're probably going to go down the defensive tree and the, probably defensive, and I might do accuracy tree here just to get a better chance with debuffs and stuff like that. So we'll get some more resistance out of that and even get this even higher. And then we'll try with the other two pieces of gear we have that we are going to get here eventually to give him some more resistance and accuracy rolls. And if we can do that, we will have a really rock steady guy for the end game. Alright, so awesome. I do really like AKOTH SEARED. I have been, I'm going to integrate him into a lot of the parts of the game. Him and Magnus Steel Girl together go really well, hand in hand. I think even him and Dexter Blood Twin will go hand in hand as well. Alright, who else do we need to show you here? I think we showed you, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Who's my last person in here? Oh, I don't think he's here. Let's just show you kind of an overview of him here. So he's wearing next to nothing in terms of the gear. His stats are not crazy. Let's remove him from the vault here. Stats aren't crazy, but he's good enough to get the job done with what he's wearing right now. So 61,000 hit points. 1500 attack, 2400 defense, 200 speed. That's the most important thing right there. Not anything to talk about with crit rate and crit damage. 103 resistance, so we can definitely get higher there, and 165 accuracy, just above the threshold, so he can hit his A1, which is going to be decrease speed. Okay, and that's on a 50% chance, and he's hitting twice, so it's pretty much going on all the time. He's got his decrease accuracy, decrease attack and defense, and then lead the pack. So he's going to increase accuracy every time someone doesn't hit a debuff. So he's probably constantly going to be doing that. We've had him built out pretty good for a long time, but he's got a massive room for improvement. So definitely something we're going to do eventually. He doesn't need it right now because I don't use him in too many parts of the game. Here he's more of a specialist whenever I can't bring my damn serious into a place here. Alright, so that's kind of been it for this team. You kind of know why it's put together. It's because we don't have any enemy any destroy gear or have any destroy versus like with the attack champions here, and that's on purpose because not everyone has it, and that's why I struggled for a long time doing this particular boss. All right, let's give this a shot. It's a little longer, but it's all about getting the job done sometimes and just progressing on to the next stage. So let's go. All right, so main basis of this team is you got 3 shield champions. You have a shield champion in Under Priest Brogni who can extend shields, so that's really nice. Then we have two HP burn specialist actually. I can't say specialist in Under Priest Brogni, but he does hit an HP burn every once in a while. And then we have AKOTH SEARED who does like to hit his HP burn here. So not bad at all. He does have a decrease crit rate, which is nice there on his A1. And he does hit pretty hard for how he's built. So I can't say he doesn't hit decently hard. He's not going to be, you know, the best of champions in terms of the damage, especially since you know, I'm not going to bring him down the attack tree, but he's definitely pretty good. Like, you just saw him apply a HP burn to everybody, so that's going to help quite a bit here. And yeah, you kind of can't go wrong having the extra shields. Now, in terms of, you know, them versus the boss, I think we're going to come in with no shields here. Yeah, we're going to come in with no shields. So we're going to be doing a few hits of the bosses with no shields on whatsoever here. And let's see how it goes. Oh, never mind. Magnus Steel Girdle for the win. Yes. All right, so yeah, big basis of this, especially with the AKOTH SEARED. If you're going to be bringing him in, he's stat hungry for sure. So you see how I built him. And he's got lots of room for improvement because he's not wearing 2 pieces of gear. But, you know, I almost think he's not crucial to this match. I've done this without AKOTH SEARED for sure. He definitely made it go faster than having Miscreated Monster in here. I do have to say that on that side of things. Now, with the high resistance team, this boss can go as much as he wants, and he's never really going to break these guys out of their kind of rut that they're going with. Now, Doom Priest is, to this kind of strat, is super important here, because she's clearing off any debuffs that do get through. And that's really, really important on that side of things. Now, because we don't have a max HP destroyer here, the shield that the Scarab King has on is going to stay at full. So he's going to be doing 90% damage reduction here for the entire match. But Under Priest Brogni has, you know, kind of some cool stuff because he's hitting us so much. He's going to constantly be reflecting damage because we have to keep the shield up as much as possible during this particular match. So because we have to keep the shield up, we do want to make he gets reflect and he gets heals out on every single hit, which is amazing. So he's going to keep everyone topped up along with Magnus Steel Girdle, who's putting out your continuous heals. Now, the one thing we're hoping is that continuous heal is not taken, because that will make this a lot shorter, a lot longer of a match, which it just was here. So we're hoping that, well, I guess we're hoping that Under Priest Brogni on his ability, his grow ability, can actually strip that buff off. If he can, well, no, he didn't, but if he was able to, that would have been awesome. Now, Magnus Steel Girdle is kind of crucial here in this particular strat as well, because her and Doom Priest both have the ability to take off debuffs with their one with the passive and Doom Priest, and A1 with Magnus Steel Girdle. So that's kind of awesome there. So like I've kind of taken care of kind of every set here of circumstances that could come up here. Now, could you, like, who I'm going to try subbing in is going to be, well, I could absolutely sub in, I don't know who I could sub in actually, well, I do. You could get Madame Serious in here pretty easily. Here, you're just not going to get the slow on the Scarab King, which I kind of like getting the slow on the Scarab King. Now you could get Scylla the Drakes in here. She's kind of good everywhere, so never a bad thing. But you know, go pretty hard if you don't have that decreased defense and decreased attack. You could get, I wouldn't really want to bring Duck the Pierced in here because he'd be the weak affinity. Yeah, there's no one real else that's going to provide you that decrease accuracy, decrease defense there, because I don't have a Tyrell who can do that here. But you could bring Tyrell in here if you have him, even though he's still going to be the weak affinity here as well. I mean, I guess I could bring in someone like, actually, you know what you could do? If you have him, you could bring Ethos in here is A1's going to destroy the shield, and that's just going to help it go faster here, because really having decreased attack and decreased defense is not super important if you're destroying the shield. So there's that other strategy. I've done that before when I'm just running through it and not doing a video here to kind of explain different things here, or just provide different strats for this particular battle here. So we did provide a strat. We got a video out on a level floor 50 here. The floor 100 is definitely a different beast. You could do, I did try bringing Herndeg in here, and he's kind of awesome because instead of having a high resistance strategy here, you're having a decreased accuracy strategy. So the accuracy on this boss is around 200 here, and if you decrease that accuracy, I think it's actually 150. If you decrease the accuracy, then you have the ability to kind of go and let me actually see. So on floor 100, yeah, speed's 100, resistance is 100, accuracy is 100 actually here. So yeah, if you decrease his accuracy to 50 or even to half, when he's on like hard 100 floor, he's 250, so that'd be 125. So if you had your resistance at 150, when you're reducing that accuracy to 125, you're rolling, you're rocking and rolling here. And then if you have someone who can extend buffs like a Vizier or a Alex the Rememberer, then you're really rolling at that point, and you don't have to have a super high resistance team here. So that's there's some viable strats out there, and I actually might try that strategy. Bring Herndeg in here, make him really fast. He's decently fast, but make him really fast here, like a 150, no sorry, 250 there to like a 300. If I can get him that high. I don't think I can. I don't have that kind of gear. But if I could get him that high, even with like a boost speed, so bring in like Herndeg, still bring in Archmage Helmet, and then I'd bring, yeah, so basically Archmage Helmet and AKOTH the SEARED, then Herndeg, probably Magnus Steel Girdle as well, and actually probably just flip Herndeg into this team and not change anything else out except for Stag Knight. Yeah, I think that would be a viable way to go in this particular strategy here. Now this is long sauce, so we're going to come back when this particular battle is nearing its completion, and we'll see how we're doing. Alright, so we are nearing the end here, and yeah, it's just kind of been, this is a rinse and repeat essentially design. I think the next video we'll do is kind of come back in here we're going to do this again, but instead of having Stagnite, we're going to have Ethos, and that will burn through the boss like butter through a hot knife through butter.
Are you stupid or something?
There. All right, so the MVP for this particular match, I kind of have two. Under Priest Brogni, without him, this strat is not possible here. Yeah, not possible. At least with my team. Now, you could do this strat here with just shield champions here, and yeah, you definitely would. It would take forever to tell you the truth here, but because he puts on block debuffs along with his shield, it helps quite a bit without helps us not be controlled. So that's for sure. Magnus Steel Girl is going to be my second because she's pumping out those heals here. Surprisingly enough, Doom Priest is pumping out heals as well, but Magnus Steel Girl is A1. She's fantastic. She did help me once I built her out to finish Faction Wars 4. And she's she's the first Faction Wars I've actually completed for the boss, 3-star all the way across here. So she helped quite a bit. You get her, you build her out ASAP, 100%. Stop whatever else you're doing, build her out. All right, guys, that's been it. Thank you for watching all the way to the end. Please subscribe. Let's get to 1,000 subscribers here. I am pushing for 1,000 right now. Have a great day. We'll see you next time. Bye now. Oh, let's chat then.